Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M12, the Tier 7 American SPG. It's on the North Spawn of Erlenberg, and this one is under the command of Q2, and that's my alter ego, and the battle has started. So it's one of my replays, and this one's interesting for the ending. But, well, it's interesting throughout, actually, for that matter. I actually have a confession to make. I didn't go to sleep last night. In fact, I've been up for over 24 hours now. I did a whole batch of videos to upload to YouTube last night. And, well, I've decided to do a bit more videos because I had some interesting games after I finished. Yeah, some very interesting games, actually. Well, I'm in the M12, which is armed with a 155mm gun, mounted on top of an M3 hull, and it can do 700 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armour, and it's got a 7.6 meter burst radius. Now, I normally go up to the far end, but in this occasion I decided to stop at these trees and shoot from here. Okay, so first target, Super Hellcat's been spotted. I'm dialing in. Rounds out. And a kill straight off the match. It's the Super Hellcat I took out. Blind kill. Couldn't see him. I just saw the markers showing he was there. Somebody else spotted him, but they picked up all the spotting off that one. I'm marking that leopard, but I'm not intending to shoot at him just yet. Instead, I see an M10 RBFM. And he's just the other side of that hill. I fire a round in, and it goes right up his jacksie. Just as he turns around. So he took a hit as well. In fact, that was 329 hit points off him. So he's badly damaged now. Okay, we've got a Churchill 7 trying to cross the river at that point. It would be dangerous because that's not in the shallows. But I fire a round into him anyway. 249 hit points. I mark him so that other people will then shoot at him. He got rid of his stun fairly quickly. Now, the reload on this 155mm is 22.38 seconds, and I've reduced it by using premium consumables, which are on offer at the moment. They're fairly cheap. I fire a round in to splash the KV3, and he's stunned, and he picks up a load of stun damage there from the OI, who's gone YOLO and died as a consequence. And I just spot a KV1 there briefly for a moment. I marked the spot, but I think he was pulling away from that position, so I'm not sure he's still there. But what I do know is still there. There's still a Rudy in that corridor. It's the Soviet version of the Rudy. And, oh, just saw a KV3 briefly. There he is. Rounds out on him. Unfortunately, hits the building. Couldn't arc the shell over that building. It looked as if I could, but I couldn't. And he's now gone into a little sort of, well, cover from that tower, and I can't hit him from there. I might be able to hit him from as he goes further up the road, but it's looking pretty bad because it looks like the enemy is actually going to take control of that street. The 45 TP is now boxed in. The KB3 and the 44 and the Rudy are effectively trying to take him out. There goes the VK3001P, but there was a other tank seen in that vicinity. In fact, there's also a 25 TP and a Firefly 5C, and I just saw a tree go down just as I fired in that direction. So I know they are on the move, and they're headed towards our M44. Okay, going back to the city, they've killed our other teammate, the 45 TP. He's dead. There's the M44, and I have the sneaking suspicion that Firefly has moved the gap. Yes, he has. There he is. He's turned up. He's now attacking our M44. I'm lining up a shot, fire a snapshot in, get a hit on the 5C. 280 hit points. The M44 decided to go swimming, and, well, unfortunately it didn't work out so well for him. He did try to come back out of the water again, but he drowned. So, we're one tank down on the enemy, and the KV3 has reached our cap area. I fire one round in, and it was snap, and again, I didn't get a good hit there. I did on the Firefly, but I didn't on the KV3. The round hit the bank and I didn't get any damage. And the KV3 is coming over to this side of the river because he knows that our force is over here. So I'm going to try and get around into him if I can. Well, 223, I'll take it, but I might be able to kill him with one more round. He's backing up. Can I get another shot into him? Almost loaded. Although the mods are saying it's loaded, it's not. Fire a round in, and I couldn't see him, but apparently he had actually moved into cover. You can see water spouts coming up as rounds are being fired in that direction. We've just lost another tank to a box tank. Or is it? No, the Rudy killed our box tank. We've got guys on the hill near the windmill, and they're overlooking the town, but apparently they can't see the enemy, and I can't see the enemy. And you don't get a whole lot of ammunition in the M12. Only 20 rounds. I'm down to 9 now. So I'm desperately short of ammo. I'm saying in chat, spot! Spot! And they're ignoring me. Nobody's moving forward. The Hellcat could move forward. I say spot again in capitals. Nobody moving forward to see where that KV3 is. They will pick up the spotting assist if they do have a look for him. All they've got to do is go spot. I now say, I'm getting a bit frustrated here. I say effing spot. And nobody's going down. I even marked to the Hellcat, please go down. I put an arrow on the minimap. Nobody's looking for me, so I can't shoot unless I can see something. Well, the AMX has gone looking for the enemy Arty in the meanwhile. And I can't help, he can't help me at the moment for looking, but the P43 Biz or the Hellcat could, but they're just not looking. Somebody's going to have to look because I can't look on my own. The enemy Arty has been spotted down south. It's an M44. And the enemy is now capping. And I'm sort of like torn between shooting into the cap area blindly, trying to find out where the enemy is. And the P43 has finally decided he has to go down and reset the cap. And that might allow me to see where the KV3 is. So P43 gonna do the spotting for us. Super Hellcat's moving up with the Hellcat. Well, Super Hellcat's moving up, the Hellcat's not. Now, is that KV3's gonna come into view? Yes, he is. There he is. He fires one quick round. I fire a round at him, and he's out the game with a snap. No problem. Now, where is that other enemy? I'm reloading. 22 seconds can be an eternity. There he is. The Rudy. And the reset has been obtained by the P43. I'm almost ready to shoot, fire around, and hit the Rudy for 211. Makes him a one-shot. P43 gets him. And that just leaves 4 versus 4 now. The enemy team's got 1 tank destroyer, 3 Arties, and we've got a fairly good mix actually. Light tank, tank destroyer, medium tank, and of course yours truly in the M12. And I'm on 2 kills now. Okay, well, as usual, I'm an Arty player, but I'm also know what the P in SPG stands for. It stands for propelled. And that's exactly what I do in an end stage game if I can see an advantage to moving. Sometimes I stay still, because I don't need to move because my team are doing it for me. But in this case, I do need to move because I may have to cap and I may have to do a snapshot on the enemy to take out one of their tanks. Okay, well the Hellcat's moving south. And he's found the IKV, and the IKV's put a round into him. And another one came in from the Arty. And the Hellcat is no more. So that person who wouldn't go spot. And I take out the IKV with a one-shot. 580 hit points. He's out the game. And it's now just 3 Arty. And I've got a potential high caliber, and there's some pretty choice messages from the Hellcat to the AMX DLC in chat. I won't repeat them because he was rude, but I did use the F word myself. So I really shouldn't complain on this occasion. Okay, I'm headed straight for the cap. I've been seen. Okay, right, I need to start maneuvering now to avoid the throw off their shell. There's the M44. I get hit by the M12. He's over in the corner. Big hit, 273. I've lost most of my hit points. The M44 goes down to the AMX ELC. I now need to cap as quickly as possible because we're running short of times. 4 minutes 46 seconds on the clock, but I need to get into a position so I can start the cap and put the pressure on. There's the M12. Line him up. I'm loaded, ready to go. Go to the aim. I can't get a shot. I pull back. Line him up. Kill shot. Right into him. 263. And I need to get behind the bushes and in the dip. If the bishop is somewhere else, he's going to have to try and find me. He's going to have to look for me. The question is, where is he? If he's over on the east side of the map, it might be a bit of a problem for me because I won't see him, but he can try pot shots at me. But where is he? I platooned with the AMX. We've both got more than 3 kills, which means we're on for our brothers in arms if we can both survive the battle. There's the bishop. He comes into view. I auto aim on, fire around in. I get a hit. I back up because he fired around at me. And he's got that super accurate gun, the 4.5 inch, remember? But he is stunned from my shot. He fires another round in, gets the reset. So he's got a nice little reset there. He might get a medal out of that. I didn't see if it did get to a high enough level. But where is he going to appear from next? I'm hoping the ELC will go over there and find out exactly where he's gone. The ELC could take him out easily, no problem. I'm aiming at that spot, anticipating he's in those bushes, but I can't see where. I'm not going to shoot unless he is. Oh, he's turned, he's gone round. He pops up there, he fires around at me, misses. I have to change position, get out of the way of that gun. It's super fast at reloading. I don't want him to fire another shot at me if I can help it. AMX ELC's going in behind him. This is it. We win the battle if the ELC can do his job. And he does. And he hammer-racks the bishop. And we win the game. Well done, AMX ELC. 4 kills each. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a first class tanker for myself in the M12. I managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I didn't get 4 exactly. I also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 14 in that one. I got a brothers in arms medal because I was in platoon with somebody else who managed to get at least 3 kills together. And I also picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. And my win rate for that game was 5,132, which is a reasonable score. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, 2,731 hit points of damage in that game. Very, very nice indeed. We look at kills, we can see that 3 players actually made 4, in fact 4 players. The Firefly 5C on the enemy team got 4 kills. Unfortunately, he was taken out of the game. I got 4 kills. The AMX ELC got 4 kills, and so did the Hellcat, who actually died and was then rather disparaging about the AMX ELC afterwards. Anyway, I'm sure he was happy that we actually won the game. When it came to base XP, it was the AMX ELC who did the best. He got 1,123 base. I got 984, and the Hellcat got 566. Shots fired, 17. So I only had 3 rounds left at the end of the game. 8 direct hits, 3 penetrations on the enemy in that game, 9 splash damage, and 2,731 hit points of damage, 2,327 of which were at more than 300 meters. So you can see some short range work in that game as well. 4 hits by way of splash damage. Yes, the Bishop managed to get me, and so did the M12 on the enemy team. And 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 destroyed, excuse me, 511 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. On the credit side, I earned 41,772 credits, got 20,886 from personal reserve bonus, total 62,658 credits, and after repair, ammunition resupply, I actually took away 40,167 credits. I picked up 1 bomb for getting the high caliber, and 1,476 XP, times 5 for the first victory, 738 from personal reserve, took away 8,118 experience points altogether. So it just goes to show, if somebody will actually spot Arty, they will pull it off and win the game together with others. So it's just a matter of pulling your finger out and spotting. Yes, no matter how much I would encourage them to go spot, they wouldn't do so. It was only when the enemy decided to cap that it forced the P43Bs to actually do something, and thank goodness that he did, because it then enabled us to win the game. If I'd been stuck in that position, not been able to shoot the KV3, there's no way I would have been able to go south, because that IKV would have found me and killed me, and the others couldn't move anyway, and of course the enemy would have capped out to win before we even got down to the other end. So yes, spotting really did make the big difference in the end. So this is the first of the interesting games I had this evening. There are more to come. You wouldn't believe what happened in some of those. So yes, I better get on with recording those ones as well. Thanks for watching.